Welcome to Keith and Carol's festive Christmas napkin folding seminar. Before you start, make sure that you've got all your ingredients together. So you do of course need some napkins, a pair of scissors and a glass of sherry. Now this is our third take, so this is actually my third glass of sherry and things may or may not go well. But good health everybody before we start. Now here's a little tip that you don't find in most of the manuals. Your napkin may have a little tag on. Now I find it best if you just snip that away carefully, being sure not to nick the fabric of your napkin. So you just throw that to one side. And your napkin probably when it arrives has already got folds in it. So what I do is I put my napkin down and I iron it. I iron it flat before I start. I just put my scissors to one side. So here's when I started earlier. So I've ironed it absolutely flat. So I fold it in half so that I have a complete rectangle. So let me just make sure that I can get that nice and smooth. I think it may be time for a little nip of sherry. And then you fold it in the other way to make a perfect square and iron it perfectly flat. Now take your square so that it has point side upwards, apex upwards, and place it down on the table. Now here's the clever bit. It comes to the folding. Take each layer and fold it upwards and lay it about 1 inch one from the other. I find it useful to have a little press as I go. Press that one flat. Now the next one, leaving about 1 inch just here, and I press that one flat. And you carry on now until you've finished. Press this one flat. Plant your fingers, and then of course the last one. Right. So the finished article, the article should now look a bit like this. So you take it very carefully because it does want to unfold. You have to be very careful just to spring apart. So you have to very carefully pick it up, turn it over, lay it flat, there, like that. Okay. Now you have to fold so that you have the two folds together. And this is going to be the top of your Christmas tree here. Okay? So you want a nice point there. Now, because they're trying to spring apart again, it's time for another little press. There we are. So now, I take my Christmas tree, turn it up the way that I would want it to be, and turn it over too. So that I now have looking like this. And I carefully fold up, and that's my top branch. And then I take the next branch, I fold it up and I tuck it under. Probably time for a little press. Little press, perhaps a glass of sherry, little sherry. Ooh, that was quite big sherry. And then you carry on, folding up, tucking in, until you have your Christmas tree. Final press. And there we have our finished Christmas tree. Now if you had a little star to put on the top, or perhaps a little fairy, wouldn't that be lovely? Have a very merry Christmas. Good health everybody.